We want the legacy. We got the hope and we bring in the remedy. Working it steadily. We want the glory. We want the glitz. If I do it, I'ma do it for the glory. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do it for me. Kill it every day up in the morning. It's a blessing, so I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, you know I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, ay, when I do it, yeah, I do it for the glory. For the real, I know how they used to feel. Now I'm here up in the field, making these moves, making these deals. I make something out of nothing. I ain't bluffing, no discussion. Look at the numbers, I've been hustling. Little rough around the edges, still I made it though. Still I just been laying low. Man, I just feel grateful though. I know where I come from, man, I ain't alone. Yeah, and I feel so blessed, too blessed to be stressed. And I'm with the day unos, they don't ride to the death. We got the legacy, we got the hope and we bring in the remedy. Working it steadily. We want the glory, we want the glory. If I do it, I'ma do it for the glory. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do it for me. Kill it every day up in the morning. It's a blessing, so I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, you know I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, ay, when I do it, yeah, I do it for the glory.
Don't get me started, I'm pleading. If this is a race, can't none of y'all beat me. Boy, I'm so good, it feel like I'm cheating. The well of the storm, I feel like it's season. This type of drive could push Lamborghinis. So get yourself signed and have your own sneaker. I'm in the van, I'm pushing the meter. A legend like John for everyday people. I got the heart of a champion. I got the blood of a winner. I don't know how to be stagnant. I got way too much ambition. I keep on beating statistics. How would I be denied? My only option is winning. I'm crossing the finish line. I am the greatest. Nothing can stop me now. The time has come for me to take my crown. I am a champion. No one can slow me down. The world is mine. Once I cross the finish line, I'm number one. I put myself in a place where nothing can top me. I feel like I'm space. It's bigger than profit, but still I get paid. My thinking colossal, not minimum wage. Talk to the loss like I know the way. Stay on my job like who need a break? It wasn't possible, I heard them say, but I'm like MacGyver to all my mistakes. Running back home, now look at the bases. Been winning so long, I feel like a native. I got what you want, but you cannot take it. I do what you don't, cause I'm more creative. I put me on, no help for your favors. I'm breaking the mold to show you the flavors. I got control, you can't enable. I'm using my flaws to make me the greatest. I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. Yeah, I'm number one. 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 Yeah, I'm number one. I'm number one. I am the greatest. Nothing can stop me now. The time has come for me to take my crown. I am a champion. No one can slow me down. The world is mine.
If I do it, then I'm doing it to death. Oh yeah, I'm influencing the ones that do it best. Oh yeah, started moving with the crew. You got a few, we got a slew. We trying to do what they said that we couldn't do. Oh yeah, I ain't living with regrets. Ain't no limits, ain't no rest. They want money, power, respect. I want more, I wanna be blessed. We want the legacy. We got the hope and we bring in the remedy. Working it steadily. We want the glory. We want the gliss. If I do it, I'ma do it for the glory. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do it for me. Kill it every day up in the morning. It's a blessing, so I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, you know I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, ay, when I do it, yeah, I do it for the glory. For the real, I know how they used to feel. Now I'm here up in the field, making these moves, making these deals. I make something out of nothing. I ain't bluffing, no discussion. Look at the numbers, I've been hustling. Little rough around the edges, still I made it though. Still I just been laying low. Man, I just feel grateful though. I know where I come from, man, I ain't alone. Yeah, and I feel so blessed, too blessed to be stressed. And I'm with the day unos, they don't ride to the death. We got the legacy, we got the hope and we bring in the remedy. Working it steadily. We want the glory, we want the glory. If I do it, I'ma do it for the glory. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do it for me. Kill it every day up in the morning. It's a blessing, so I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, you know I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, ay, when I do it, yeah, I do it for the glory.
Don't get me started, I'm pleading. If this is a race, can't none of y'all beat me. Boy, I'm so good, it feel like I'm cheating. A well of the storm, I feel like it's season. This type of drive could push Lamborghinis. So get yourself signed and have your own sneaker. I'm in the band, I'm pushing the meter. A legend like John for everyday people. I got the heart of a champion. I got the blood of a winner. I don't know how to be stagnant. I got way too much ambition. I keep on beating statistics. How would I be denied? My only option is winning. I'm crossing the finish line. Hey. I am the greatest. Nothing can stop me now. The time has come for me to take my crown. I am a champion. No one can slow me down. The world is mine. Once I cross the finish line, I'm number one. I put myself in a place where nothing can top me. I feel like I'm space. It's bigger than profit, but still I get paid. My thinking colossal, not minimum wage. Talk to the loss like I know the way. Stay on my job like who need a break? It wasn't possible. I heard him say, but I'm like MacGyver to all my mistakes. Run it back home, now look at the bases. Been winning so long, I feel like a native. I got what you want, but you cannot take it. I do what you don't, cause I'm more creative. I put me on, no help for your favors. I'm breaking the mold to show you the flavors. I got control, you can't enable. I'm using my flaws to make me the greatest. I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. Yeah, I'm number one. 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 Yeah, I'm number one. I'm number one. I am the greatest. Nothing can stop me now. The time has come for me to take my crown. I am a champion. No one can slow me down. The world is mine. Once I
Okay, we are live in person, Van Andel Soccer Stadium here on the campus of Hope College in Holland, Michigan. My name is Paul Willard. I am alongside Michael Donato. Our second game of the evening in this doubleheader, the women walking away with a 3-0 victory against the Wartburg Knights. Hope College Flying Dutchmen getting a victory last night as well. And also the Milwaukee School of Engineering Red Raiders coming through to our crosstown, cross-region rivals, to Calvin University, 5-1 last night, Mr. Donato. And that is not easy to do. Calvin is an incredibly talented soccer team, incredibly gifted from top to bottom, really. And MSOE came to Michigan with something to prove.
Oh, yeah.
And it is going to be an exciting matchup here tonight. The sun is just setting. You can see the shadow of the press box on the stadium pitch right now. It is a perfect night for soccer, nary a cloud in the sky, and we are ready for some Division III action.
Absolutely, Paul. It's a great night. It's been beautiful weather all day, and this evening is shaping up to be just a little bit crisp and cool, but very, very nice and very comfortable weather with a nice little jacket. So if you're thinking about coming out, please do. It's going to be an exciting night. And, yeah, I could not believe the score when I checked that last night against Calvin from the Raiders here from Milwaukee.
Yeah, you had an opportunity. I was on the call last night for men's game, but you had the opportunity to watch a little bit of the highlights from that game. Tell us what you saw from MSOE coming into Calvin and putting a 5-1 hurting on the Knights. What was it like? What happened? What was the success? And what does Hope need to look out for tonight?
Yeah, Milwaukee was, it's an engineering school, and they were precise. They were measured.
Well done.
They were efficient. They were able to take advantage of a few mistakes from Calvin. There was a keeper distribution error that happened that they were able to turn into a goal. There was a center back who was caught dribbling, and that led to a goal as well.
Sure.
And another one, a fullback, just kind of got a little bit too aggressive, and they were able to get in behind Calvin that way with a bit of a failed offside trap. And, they really just took their chances.
Yeah.
Calvin had a lot of the ball. They played well. They looked very good on it. But they just weren't able to put too many in the net, and Milwaukee took their chances. Sometimes that's all it takes.
Yep. Taking advantage of some mistakes.
Yeah.
Yep, here and there. And that's exactly what Hope went through last night, too, against a very good Ohio Wesleyan team. The Battling Bishops made a few key mistakes that led to a couple of goals for Hope that allowed them to go up 3-0 last night and then walk away with the victory. So we have two teams here today that are very skilled, but also their home open or their season openers, have shown that they are also really good at being opportunistic when the time comes for it. And that's sometimes exactly what you need in a game like this. Games that often go 0-0, 1-1. It is who makes the most of their opportunities. We could talk up and down about how much possession one team has or another, or how many shots on goal, or how many set pieces another team has. But until you start to take advantage of some of those opportunities and really start to work through kind of how you sometimes get lucky.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes that's the team that ends up winning, right? So we're going to turn it over to our public address announcer, Darren Dystemars, for the starting lineups here for Hope and MSOE, as well as our national anthem. And we'll be back with you in a few minutes.
14 Blue, thank you for attending tonight's game, and good luck in your respective seasons. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Van Andel Soccer Stadium here in the campus of Hope College for tonight's non-league contest between the Raiders of the Milwaukee School of Engineering and your Hope College Flying Dutchmen. Here are tonight's starting lineups. For the Raiders, a junior from Olney, Maryland, number 5, Michael Rohrman. A junior from Huntley, Illinois, number 6, Austin Killen. A sophomore from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, number 9, Stephen Thomas. A junior from Naperville, Illinois, number 10, Nico Pica. A senior from Racine, Wisconsin, number 13, Danny Aranda. A freshman from Glencoe, Illinois, number 15, Ditar Usense. A senior from Wooddale, Illinois, number 18, Alex Lamb. A senior from Overland Park, Kansas, number 21, Tanner Salio. A junior from Madison, Wisconsin, number 25, Peter Yelly. A junior from Cubas de la Sagra, Madrid, Spain, number 33, Adrian Manchado. And a senior from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, number 40, Asher Harris. The Raiders are coached by Rob Harrington. And now here's the starting lineup for your Hope College Flying Dutchman. A junior from Grand Rapids, number 1, Cooper Hutt. A sophomore from Richland, number 3, Riker Korstange. A senior from St. Joseph, number 4, Seth Walters. A junior from Canton, number 8, Evan Morrison. A sophomore from Grand Rapids, number 9, Jackson Mindling. A junior from Naperville, Illinois, number 13, Josh Weigel. A senior from Ada, number 14, Grant Hassenreck. A sophomore from Wyoming, number 16, Benjamin Smitley. A junior from Park City, Utah, number 18, Evan Sandys. A senior from Grand Ledge, number 24, Matthew Davidson. And a junior from Eaton Rapids, number 27, Michael Dietz. Hope College is coached by David Blahnik. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if able, we ask you to please rise. Gentlemen, if you would, please remove your caps. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back after the starting lineups and the national anthem played here at Van Andel Soccer Stadium on the campus of Hope College in beautiful Holland, Michigan, just miles from the lakeshore and really across the pond, as they might say, from the Milwaukee School of Engineering. The visiting team here wearing all red. They will be going from left to right on your screen. The Hope College Flying Dutchman wearing white and orange will be going from right to left on your screen as you're watching in this first half here. Sun is setting just behind us, Mr. Donato. We have a beautiful atmosphere tonight. Like I said up top, nary a cloud in the sky, and the vuvuzelas are happening already.
Wow.
We love to see it and hear it. I'm not entirely sure about the people who are sitting in front of that individual, if they feel the same sentiments. However, we are here. 45 minutes is on the clock for this first half. We already talked a little bit about what MSOE did to Calvin last night, winning 5-1 at Calvin, which is very, very difficult to do. Very impressive feat. What are you hoping to see out of the Flying Dutchmen tonight as they look to capitalize and keep the momentum of their 3-0 victory against OWU last night?
They need to take care of the ball. They
Yep.
need to not hurt themselves. Calvin had a lot of self-inflicted wounds. They got to know that the MSOE Raiders are going to be ready to pounce on them if they do make any mistakes at the back. So they need to be careful with the ball and precise, and they just really need to make sure that they don't beat themselves, because Milwaukee has shown that if you do, they will punish you.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Hope looking to start fast, just as they did last night. Seth Walters and Riker Korstand speeding up the near touchline here. Riker looking to put a head on the ball as Mindling now gives chase, and Hope, this was their MO last night, right? They play the ball back to Evan Morrison, the center back position. Evan Morrison boots the ball up the pitch for his 2 or 3 speedy forwards that Hope has up top there. And, of course, Jackson Mindling, the big body, 6'4" sophomore, who scored 12 goals last season. So we're looking for Jackson to get involved in this game, Seth Walters to get involved in this game as well, as MSOE clears the ball on a long clearance here, handled by Smitley with the deftest of touches, works the ball back out to Matt Davidson on the wing there. Davidson fakes the pass, and Smitley now works it around to Evan Morrison here. A three-back format for Hope. Morrison in the middle, and Michael Dietz and Ben Smitley on the outside edge as Grant Hassenrick looks to take it on one-on-one, and his defender steps in and takes the ball away as MSOE clears this one. Now Weigel in the middle. Oh, just an errant pass there, but beautifully intercepted by the Raiders here as they look to push now and gain possession, as for the first couple of minutes it's been all Hope College. Nico Pika, 2-goal scorer last evening against Calvin, scored 5 goals last year, 10 assists. Just an absolute stud on the field, earning the number 10 jersey that he wears.
Yeah, Pika scored the 5th goal in a brilliant solo effort. It was just
pretty impressive.
It was just absolutely pasted into the corner of the net after a really nice couple moves.
Oh, Jackson Mindling with a little bit of a mishit there. I think he had wanted it to go back a little bit further, but intercepted by the Raiders here. That's number 13 on the ball right now, Danny Aranda, passing the ball back. Now the Raiders working it around the middle, having a good spell of possession here. Oh, and Michael Dietz is on his horse right here, and they're going to call an offsides here on Nico Pika. That flag went up really quick. And that's exactly what Hope did last night. That is such a tough position. Nico had that run scouted really, really well. Dietz tried to catch up to him, but one of the things that Hope did extremely well against OWU last night was they put them in a really bad offsides trap.
Okay.
And it was incredible to see just the smart defense. And I don't even know if you can call it an offsides trap. I think it's just really smart positioning by the Flying Dutchman. There were 8 offsides calls against OWU last night.
Wow. And
only 1 for Hope. So this defensive line here, Hope's been known for their defense for the past couple of years. You had people like Cole Pauley, all MIAA MVP, Jake Lyon, first team selection, Michael Dietz, Caden Chenlow, who are still on the team this year, but they had a phenomenal back line always, and it seems that Evan Morrison and crew have really stepped up to the task and done a great job so far. Only 1 game in, obviously, but still a remarkable job so far. Evan Sondes with the free kick now here as a corner kick in the corner. Ball skates through, off the post. Oh, Seth Walters wants that one back.
Yeah.
What a beautiful ball from Sondes, though. Evan Morrison with a huge boot down through the middle. at the top of the 18. Sandi's giving chase now. Ball's right at the top of the 18. Walters puts a foot on it, easily handled by the goalkeeper. Who's that? Starting goalkeeper. I'm not sure.
I can't see his number.
It could be Aiden Heath or
Christian Dersham.
Oh, Christian Dersham. Okay, great. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a goal by MSOE taking advantage. And who other than Nico Pika? Yeah. Exact same goal as last night against the Knights of Calvin. Quick start for MSOE. And, you know, if you're a Hope Flying Dutchman fan, keep your head high. If you're on the Flying Dutchman, you know, try to recover from that as quickly as you can.
Yep.
But what an incredible strike from Pika. And he is certainly having a fun time here in the West Michigan area this weekend.
Absolutely. And that's actually the second time they've had the ball in the back of the net today. The first one got called back for that offside.
Sure.
Alarm bells should be ringing at the back for Hope College.
Yeah, Pika just placing the ball over Hutt's hand here and just looking back through.
Great tackle.
On my laptop. We don't have live replay or anything like that. I'm just looking back through the live stream on my laptop here. Pika just able to pop that ball into the back corner out of the reach of goalkeeper Cooper Hutt. And Pika he just beat Michael Dietz down the line, and Dietz really couldn't catch up to him. So great shot by Pika. MSOE starting really fast here, trying to make a statement for their time here in Michigan. So we'll see what happens as the Flying Dutchmen look to recover, look to settle down. It is still a very long game, only 6 minutes gone so far in the contest. MSOE up 1-0 on the Flying Dutchmen so far.
What a touch from Pika.
Great ball there now. And here comes Nico again down the sideline here, looking to cross it in.
Oh, wow.
What a driven ball by Pika. That was a absolute stunner of a cross. I mean, that ball was on a rope the entire way. What a great, and just a driving force from him. I mean, he was going fast down the line.
Absolutely.
He was moving quickly, and to be able to drive that ball as well as he did across the 18. Excellent skill play from Nico Pika there.
Yeah, Pika looks like a problem.
Yep.
If from the Hope perspective.
That ball's just going to go off of the end line here. Easy goal kick for Cooper Hutt, the junior out of Grand Rapids Christian. Yeah, it seems to me that on this near touch line here that Michael Dietz is definitely going to have his hands full with Nico in this game. Remarkable speed from Pika so far. I really kind of like what I'm seeing out of his game so far in this contest. I know he's the lone goal scorer so far, but he has been incredibly quick and able to bury the ball in the back of the net. Like he did is pretty incredible. So credit to him. And we're ticking down here, almost 8 minutes gone here in the first half. The Raiders of the Milwaukee School of Engineering up 1-0 on the Flying Dutchman. Morrison puts this ball long to the corner of the 18. Hope unable to win that contest there. Matt Davidson with the ball now, working it back to Smitley. Smitley back to Morrison here, and now Morrison back to Cooper Hutt. And boy, MSOE really likes to press high. They are sending people the entire way. What a unselfish play from Jackson Mindling to shoulder that ball across. Hassenrick looking to put it across now, and that's going to be a corner kick for them. All set up by Jackson Mindling, chesting that ball down and allowing Hope to move it to the outside edge here for Grant. And we've got Evan Sondes taking the second corner kick of the night for Hope. Seth Walters plays the ball back to Sondes. Sondes with a high floating ball right at the PK spot. Weigel now with the ball, gets it stripped away. Korstange giving chase here now. Oh, what a turn by Riker. Unbelievable in space and in traffic, but loses the touch. Now Matt Davidson with the ball. Looking, Matt Davidson will want that one back, but, you know, he had a lot of space in front of him, and he saw that the keeper was a little bit off his line. So I think that he was going to try to maybe push that ball towards the net if he could. Maybe the keeper get a parry on it and a rebound, but that Matt Davidson shot was from about 45 yards out. So
It was ambitious.
it really was.
It was optimistic.
Ball stolen here by Tanner Cello. Raiders pushing the pace here now. Cooper Hutt with a really great read to clear that ball out. And MSOE is just relentless with their pace, with their ability to press really high, and they are just getting after every single ball. They are filling the lanes, and they are actually like taking up as much space as they possibly can on the pitch right now.
Yeah, they look good. They look organized. And I think thinking about the women's game we watched earlier where Hope's opponent really didn't have enough quality to play through Hope's press, I think we're seeing that MSOE probably does have the quality to do that.
What a ball from Davidson out to Hassenrick. Grant loses the touch, though. Ball stays in bounds. Ben Smitley with the ball now. And Hope has done a phenomenal job of keeping possession. It's just that one little break that they had where Pika stepped in and just beat Dietz and was off to the races. Great touch there from Michael Dietz to chest that down and keep the ball in bounds. Davidson now working the ball back to Cooper Hutt, who pushes it out to Ben Smitley on that far wing back side. Davidson pushing it up to Mindling. Mindling gets bodied off of the ball by Pika. Oh, and Jackson still. Oh, what a great tackle there by 33. Adrian Manchado, the junior out of Spain, from Spain. Two players on the pitch from Spain for the Engineers of MSOE, or the Raiders of MSOE, excuse me. 33 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first half here. MSOE up on the Flying Dutchman, 1-0. But both teams really possessing the ball extremely well so far in this contest. Jackson going shoulder to shoulder. Oh, Walters just couldn't get around that, but it bounces in a fortuitous effort to Grant Hassenrick, who pushes it to Sondes. Sondes with a beautiful strike on the ball, but right into the hands of Christian Dersham, the sophomore, out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Grand Rapids Christian.
I saw that.
Yeah. His dad was actually a goalkeeper here at Hope in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. Hassenrick now coming back on defense. Great way to slow up the attacker there from MSOE. Ball kind of ping-ponging around in the middle now. Ball out to Manchado. And Nico Pika just down the line so quick, crossing it through. Dietz knees that ball off of the end line here. And we've talked a little bit about it, but I am just insanely impressed with Nico Pika's speed.
Yeah.
It just is next level. He is able to get past the defense, and once he is past his defender, he seems to turn it on to an extra level and just goes for it. And it's very impressive to see.
Yeah, sometimes you get the really tall guys with the really long stride. He's just got like roadrunner feet.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, he only sits at about 5'7", 135 according to the MSOE website. So he is not a big guy out there at all, but he can certainly get the job done. Davidson with the clearance now, and Seth Walters wisely clearing it out so Hope can reset a little bit. Evan Sondi's giving chase now here as Dersham with the big clearance out. And Morrison winning that header now. Jackson Mindling in the middle.
So on the official one, it says that it's 40 is Asher Harris. We'll double check. But that's what this official one is.
Errant pass there for the Flying Dutch. Oh, okay. Our apologies. It is not Christian Dersham. We apologize there. It is.
It's wrong on here.
Oh.
Yeah, we think the keeper is Asher Harris.
We do think the keeper is Asher Harris. We were.
Apologies for that.
Apologies for that for Asher Harris's family who might be listening, and for Christian's parents who might be listening as well. We were given incorrect information to start the game, I think. So nobody's fault, but we're cleaning it up now. So Asher Harris in goal, the senior out of Oconomowoc.
Yeah.
I am from Michigan, and we do have cities that are spelled and pronounced that way around here, especially up in the UP.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure if I did that correctly, so I apologize again.
The second one sounded right to me.
It
that
sure
sounded
did.
Sounded real good.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. If you're mad about it, get in the comments, I guess. I don't know.
Between your comments about Iowa earlier and now your Wisconsin ones, I don't know, Paul.
Yeah, I'm Midwest exclusive to Michigan. I think that's my problem. Davidson now loses the possession, and the Raiders of MSOE are able to build out of the back pretty successfully here on the far side. Now working it back to the middle. Great 1-2 there. Intercepted by Hassenrick. And now Weigel's off to the races, looking to send it on to Mindling, who's in a foot race now, and he gets there first. Jackson with the turn, keeps the ball in bounds somehow, and then just field goals it out of the well out of the reach of Asher Harris. We've got a goal kick here now for the Raiders of MSOE. Harris sets the ball at the 6. High pressure now from Hope. Dietz, a little bit of a mishit there. Evan Morrison right there to clean it up. Hassenrick with the header on. Going to try to run onto it a little bit, but he's speedy. He's not that speedy.
Not that speedy.
But yeah, so far, very equal possession. I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of the half goes the way that this one does. I really wouldn't be surprised to see 55-45, 50-50 possession here in terms of who had the most. And yeah, Pika is just a problem on this near side here. He just positions himself so well. And yeah, the Raiders from MSOE are doing a fantastic job of possessing the ball in Hope's defensive third.
Uh-oh.
What a send in. Yeah, that's going to be offsides for sure. Yep.
Whew.
Well, I think the crowd could sense it as well. They
Yeah.
knew that he was offsides. There wasn't a whole lot of swell of excitement coming up from the crowd. He was, I believe that was number 5 back there, Michael Rohrman, senior out of Olney, Maryland. He was a good 3 to 4 yards offside. So easy call for the AR to make, and the center official sees that. But that's the second goal called back as a result of an offsides, right? So
Yeah.
it could very easily be 3-0 here.
Yes.
In favor of the Raiders of MSOE. But thankfully, Hope is able to use their defensive line and their defensive tactics from last night and pull a couple of offsides calls here. Morrison now with the ball towards the near touch here. Lots of space to work with, and he just sends it up because he didn't see any white jerseys moving. So I think Evan was probably waiting for somebody to do something, but Hope really didn't make a run that he saw as worthy of sending it up. So eventually he just kind of had to do something with it. But ball sent back to Cooper Hutt now. Hutt with the big boot. Ball floats right around the center line here. Grant Hassenrick with the hustle play to get back there, play it around now. Morrison to Dietz. Dietz to Sondies and Sondies to Weigel. Weigel to Smitley. Hope's possessing the ball extremely well in this midfield here. You know, one of the things that we'll look for, as Weigel turns the corner here, gets around his defender. Oh, what a slide from his defender. Ball still goes across, and just unfortunately nobody home for the Flying Dutchman. Ball's going to be sent to Pika again here. Korstange giving chase. Great play by Riker to try to get that ball, but he pushes it out of bounds, and it's going to be another corner kick for the Raiders of MSOE. Michael, what are you seeing from Hope so far? We've said that both teams have possessed the ball really well, but what do you think is missing from Hope's offense right now that they're not either capitalizing on or that maybe they could take advantage of? Because it seems that they've had crosses, they've had opportunities, they've had shots on goal, they've had abilities to put the ball near the box, but every time that they do, it just gets snuffed out by the Raiders, and I'm not entirely sure if Hope has an answer yet.
Yeah, they don't have an answer yet. Milwaukee looks pretty comfortable with a lead, just like they did last night. They're looking very organized at the back, and Hope's yet to figure out how to break that down, and that's something they're going to have to figure out. It's pretty funny if they'd been able to. They had that early chance off the post. That could have changed the complexion of things, but instead, Milwaukee gets to have a little cushion, and they've shown they're very comfortable with that, like they were last night, and that's problematic for Hope.
Yes. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. And I think, too, like we talked about off the top, it is a matter of taking advantage of the opportunities that present themselves, right? So, and Nico Pika did exactly that. He had a ball down the near touchline here. He knew that he could beat Michael Dietz. Ball sent in, dangerous here. Matt Davidson wins the header, and Walters wisely clears it out. But wow, what a dangerous spot to be in if you were a Hope College Flying Dutchman fan. That ball looked like it could have been easily struck and buried in the back of the net by one of the Raiders.
Absolutely. These Raiders look, they look dangerous. Well done from Hope's keeper to be alert to that ball over the top. Doubling up on Pika.
Yeah, I mean, Hope is, they're probably going to have to do that throughout the rest of the evening because he is just going to be a problem on that outside edge. Oh, Pika getting his hips around that one. My goodness. In traffic, high pressure, and still able to put something on it. Ball gets blocked out of bounds, and it's going to be another corner kick for the Raiders of MSOE. So here we are, 23 minutes left in the first half here. The Raiders of MSOE visiting school from Milwaukee, just across the pond, like we like to say around these parts. I know that's the second time I've made that reference, but it's still funny to me. But, yeah, they're up 1-0 on the Flying Dutchman right now. Short ball sent in, headed out by Mindling, and that's going to be a throw-in for the for the Raiders of MSOE. Going up early on a Nico Pika strike that was beautifully put in the top left corner of the box after he beat Michael Dietz down the sideline. And the Raiders really have been relentless ever since.
Yeah, they look really good. They look comfortable and defending and also playing on the ball. They're a good side.
And one of the things that we've noticed too is that they do press really, really high. They put a lot of pressure on Hope. Josh Weigel steps through that one, reads it really well, and he's going to look to beat and get speed down the line here. Finding Seth Walters now outside the edge of the 18, and that's going to be a corner kick for Hope. Quick transition.
Yes.
I mean, you want to talk about, we talked about the fitness level of these guys a lot last night, but a transition like that, where you go from pretty much a dead stop to now you're like speeding down the field. Josh Weigel intercepts that pass. He looks for Seth. Ball goes out of bounds, and now there's a little bit of time to catch our breath and reset here. Sandys raises his arms up in the air, puts the ball right at the top of the 6. And again, really well scouted by the Raiders, and they just seem to be filling those spaces incredibly well. Goalkeeper with the call there. Looked like the center official is saying that there was a little bit too much contact from one of the Hope players against Asher Harris, the goalkeeper there. I mean, from the booth, I could hear Harris call it.
Yeah.
So, you know, when a keeper does that and he goes up and he's jumping, you know, you really got to kind of leave him alone.
Keepers can be very vulnerable in those spots, so it's good to protect them.
Yeah, absolutely. Weigel triple teamed there in the middle. Davidson now with the ball, looking to push it out. Riker with the cut. Breaking some ankles, Mr. Korstange. Okay, Ben Smitley now with the ball, looking to push it. Hope doing a couple little things here on that far side. 1-2 pass. Riker with the ball now, trying to get around his defender. Very physical on the outside edge. They are letting these boys play tonight, that is for sure. I mean, lots of jersey pulls, lots of forearm extensions, and they are they are letting it happen.
That's right. I love it.
It's kind of fun to see.
I love it.
Oh, what a great flick. And Jackson Mindling just can't get his feet around the ball right now to put anything on frame, unfortunately. Hope pressing now really well. The Raiders not able to really move the ball past the midline for the last couple of minutes here. Seth with a great shield, looking for space. Sees Davidson now. Matt Davidson with the ball. Sees Dietz here on this near touch line. Dietz pushes to G. Grant with the ball loses possession. And the Raiders they collapse so quickly. That's one thing that I've noticed. In addition to their extremely high press, they also do an incredible job of collapsing in on those empty spaces and filling in the gaps to close down the passing lanes that Hope is trying to achieve here. Sandys with the ball now right at the top of the circle of the midline. Out to Smitley, and again, that high press. You wonder how sustainable that's going to be, Michael.
Yeah, it'll be curious. They're defending really well at the moment, and if they can keep that up, that's going to make Hope's life really difficult. Hope's going to need to maybe turn them over when they have the ball or find some kind of quick transition move, because right now when they have...
Korstange, what a beautiful play, and he loses his footing. Oh, just got a little ahead of his skis. I mean, I think he nutmegged, or at least it looked from here like he did. Put it right through the legs of his defender, and he just couldn't make it happen. Ball kind of bouncing and careening a little bit, hit off of his shin, goes out of bounds. But I like the switch that we've had here. Riker moving to the outside edge to the right side. Grant pulled over here on this near touch. We've got a couple new players in for Hope as well. Rory Cobb, freshman out of Caledonia, coming in at that outside forward position. Walters controls the ball down, but goes right into the feet of a MSOE Raider.
Wow,
great passing here from the Raiders. Long cross, switches fields here.
They've been able to do that long cross a number of times. It's really given them a lot of space.
Yeah, here it is again. That's number 15 in the ball.
Wow.
Dataru Sensi.
Whoa.
Oh, boy, that's dangerous.
Almost an own goal there.
Wow. That's Evan Morrison, or is that Jackson Mindling going on a diving header there to get that ball out? I think it was Evan Morrison. But that's dangerous. You know, that went very, very close to that near side post. 17 minutes, 30 seconds left in this first half. We've talked a lot about possession. We've talked a lot about Hope trying to break down MSOE's defense. MSOE has done a fantastic job of putting high press on Hope. That ball's going to hit the outside side netting, and it's going to be another corner kick here. But the name of the game so far really has been the Raiders' high press, their ability to fill the gaps really well, and really the speed of their one goal scorer, Nico Pika, who has had all sorts of ways here on the outside to beat defenders, and eventually scoring that one lone goal so far, Michael.
Yeah, what they're able to do is have the ball in front of them while they're defending, and they're comfortable with that, clogging up the lanes, making it difficult for Hope to play. And then when they do win the ball back, they're good enough on the ball to find space. They've been doing it a lot by switching play to the other side.
Yep.
That sends Hope's defenders out of position, makes them kind of stretch, and that leaves space on the other side of the pitch then later. And they're often switching that back to Pika, and that's causing problems with his speed and with his really just his intelligence with the positioning and runs.
Ball kind of ping-ponging around here now. That's Adrian Manchando setting the ball to the outside edge here on the far side. Battle on the far side now. And the Raiders just continue to move the ball really, really well in Hope's defensive third. Just remarkable effort from both teams so far to control the pace of the game. Riker gets bodied off of the ball here as he's looking to fight, and boy,
wow,
that center official is letting them play for sure.
I loved it. That was great.
Yeah.
Both players fighting really hard for the ball.
Riker took a shoulder before the ball even arrived to his feet, but the center official letting them play. Soccer's a physical sport. I know it gets sometimes doesn't get as predominantly physical as other sports like football and hockey, but it is an incredibly physical game, and the speed at which it moves is also a factor in how physical the game gets.
One of my team's old trainer used to say, no blood, no foul.
Oh boy. A shot on goal from Walters, unable to finish. Weigel looked to wind up and strike that one. Great play there by Jack Loudon. Or Jack Lohman, excuse me. Freshman in at defense here. MSOE sending it on. Oh, Evan Morrison.
What
an athletic play.
Absolutely athletic.
Pika with the ball now on the far touch. What incredible footwork to keep that ball in. As now Riker gives chase, and MSOE happy to launch that ball up. Headed back now, Cooper Hutt can pick this one up. Out to Lohman here on the side. Jack coming down the near touch. Oh, and this close down speed from number 8. That's Owen Gendrich. Man, he was coming after Jack really, really quick there on this near touchline. Really impressive stuff. And again, that's what we talked about earlier, though. The MSOE does a great job at collapsing and filling the spaces and really shutting down any sort of passing lanes that Hope may want to have. But Hope with momentum now with the ball. Jack Lohman looking to send it through. Unable to do so and just snuffed out. And the positional play from MSOE Raiders, you just can't say enough good things about it. They seem to be in the exact right place at the exact right time. As we've got a couple subs coming into the game now. Number 2, Chase Freya. Number 37, Brandon Smith. And number 7, Owen Pachetti.
Well, in good news for Hope, Pika has come off for the moment.
Okay. We'll see if that changes kind of the pace of the game a little bit. They tend to play a little bit quicker and a little bit faster when Pika's in the game. Obviously, because they know they can rely on him up top, and when they send it long, hey, it's a lot of like kick it to Nico and see what happens, right?
We'll see how Pachetti does. Coming on for Pika as a freshman from Bloomington, Illinois, not far from where I grew up in Springfield.
Okay.
Played a lot of soccer in Bloomington.
Yeah. Illinois State University is there, right?
Yeah, Blono, Bloomington Normal.
Yeah. I've never heard Blono before, but I'm sure the Illinois natives who are listening here are very familiar with it. Jack Lohman with the ball now. Morrison happy to control here. Long boot up to Riker, who tries to flick it on here. Easily won by Asher Harris, the senior goalkeeper out of the city in Wisconsin that I'm not going to bear to pronounce again. So
I thought you did great.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I'm going to Google it at halftime and see if I can't get the pronunciation right.
I think you nailed it, man.
Got a free kick here now. No booking so far in the contest. It's been a very, very physical game, like we said, but nothing really getting too chippy. Everything's been very shoulder to shoulder. Everything has been remarkably clean in terms of fouls on each team. No booking so far, like I said, and just a couple of free kicks so far earned, through those fouls. But a very clean game so far. Very skilled on both sides of the ball here are the Flying Dutchman and the Raiders. Yeah, I don't think Davidson saw him. I think the center official was in the way on that pass there. Jack Lohman works the ball back. And again, this press from the Raiders is I have not seen a team press this high before in a very long time, if ever.
Very impressive so far. The Engineers are organized.
They are
which
indeed,
is
yes.
Not too surprising. But
Yeah. Roy Cobb, number 26 here on the near side, drawing that foul. The true freshman out of Caledonia, Michigan. Just about a half-hour drive from here. Matt Davidson with the ball now on this near touchline with the captain's armband. Raises his arms in the air to get set for this piece. Ball played out wide at the top of the 18 and nothing doing for the Dutchman, but well received by Morrison here at the center. Oh, Morrison wanted to sneak that one through out on the far edge there. Weigel now with the ball back to Smitley. Smitley pushing it back to Cooper Hutt. Hutt now, Matt Davidson really kind of playing a center defensive mid position in this contest so far. Especially as Morrison sometimes will push up a little bit from that center back. Raiders just doing a remarkable job of controlling the pace of the game here. Excellent slide, number 21, Tanner Celio. Yeah, and you just gotta love what you're seeing from both teams in terms of movement, Mr. Donato. There is a remarkable sense of pace from both teams, and a really, really solid effort on both sides of the ball for the teams to control the ball. I'm really interested to see what time of possession is. I think it'll be pretty darn close to 50-50.
I agree.
Be interested to see kind of what that breakdown looks like. It seems that the Raiders have possessed the ball a little bit more in Hope's defensive third than they have in MSOE's defensive third. But I think it's still going to be pretty close here as we tick down with 8 minutes and 40 seconds left in this first half. Again, if you're just joining us, MSOE going up pretty early on at about 6 minutes in with Nico Pika scoring the lone goal so far. Top corner net just over the hands of Cooper Hutt, the goalie for Hope College. And the Raiders are making the most of their time in Michigan. Victory at Calvin last night, going up 1-0 on the Flying Dutchman here on their home turf. It's a very long game still. We'll see what happens. 8 minutes left in the first half here. We'll look at some numbers at halftime, talk about what we see and what we want to see and how the game is progressing. But, you know, if you're Hope, Michael, what do you think they need to do in order to try to get a goal before halftime and send them in with a little bit of a psychological advantage?
They need more play like we just saw right there, breaking the lines, because I feel like there's been a bit of a disconnect in the midfield.
Sure.
I'm not seeing a lot of connection there. They're often outnumbered by Milwaukee in the midfield as well, which has made it very tough. So they're either going to have to drop a couple forwards deeper to come get the ball. But right now it's also very crowded in there too. So
really
you've
is.
got two options: try to take them out wide a little bit more, or drop a few more players in the midfield and try to win those numbers battles there. But
Yeah.
they've got some stuff to figure out because it's not quite working as is.
Yep. Yeah, you're exactly right about that. And I think that one of the things that ball put in there right at the center of the 6. Seth waiting for that one to drop. Jack Lohman with the ball. And again, the Raiders just relentless in putting their body in front of nearly everything here. And, you know, one of the things that you just talked about that I thought was really interesting is trying to drop some of those forwards back in for Hope to receive and then move the ball up.
Yep.
But even though, and that's going to be difficult to do because the Raiders pack the box really well.
Absolutely.
Which is kind of an oxymoron considering how well they high press.
Yeah.
But they've got some speedy guys up top who have been able to press really high, really fast, and get after it. So it's no surprise that they rely on 2 to 3 people up top to give that press.
Right.
And then they can still pack the box with 6 or 7 other guys.
Exactly. Then they've got the speedy outlets that they can play it to, and they've been off at the races a few times today.
Yeah. 2 subs checking in now. Alan Alcala coming into the contest here for Riker Korstange and Micah Wieland for Seth Walters. Great to see Seth and Riker getting some rest here. Well deserved, and their work rate has just been incredible. Both of those guys played close to 80 minutes last night.
Wow.
And so to come into this game here today, as Cobb loses possession here, Alcala steps in. That ball definitely went out of bounds here on the near touchline. AR right on top of it, raising the flag. Jack Lohman with the throw in now. Jack Lohman really couldn't get around that one. You could tell kind of what he wanted to do with that. He just couldn't settle it down long enough to do anything with it.
Paul, it almost feels like there's an extra man for Milwaukee.
Sure.
They're able to swarm so often, the Hope players.
Yeah.
It's just, they're really, really putting a ton of energy into their organized press and their organized defense because they've been suffocating Hope pretty well, making it very difficult for them.
Yeah, the Raiders just snuffing everything out. Roy Cobb with the ball now and just loses possession. Well tackled there. We got to throw in now for the Raiders here on this near touch. Ball sent long here, still staying in, and Jack Lohman happily letting that one bounce out of bounds as he looks to throw it in here on the near touch line. Great find to Jackson Mindling, who just can't get around his defender. Lohman with the big boot down the field now. No foul called there. I'm absolutely shocked. Number 33 came right through the back of Jackson Mindling, which is not easy to do because, as we've talked about before, he's 6'4" and weighs as much as a Mack truck, I think, right? I mean, or he's built like one anyway.
He's a large fellow. I was the defender in that situation, I would have said Jackson went down a little easy. Was kind of looking to buy one, but I think
Still can't go through. Yeah.
I think a foul would have been a fair call there.
Yep.
But that would have been my perspective if I was the defender.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can't run through the back of an offensive player. Great through ball there, little 1-2 punch for the Raiders, and Cooper Hutt wisely dives on that one. Here we've got Morrison with the big boot down the field here, won by the Raiders, ping pong off of Wieland. And again, red jerseys everywhere you see. They just seem to pack it in so incredibly well. But they're fast up top too, so you really can't.
Yes.
There's not a lot you can do. They've got the best of both worlds on either end of the pitch, and they're able to just kind of control where they are in space and how they operate against Hope right now.
Yeah, that's a really MSOE is looking like a really bad team to play against when they're ahead of you. Score-wise, because they are able to sit back, so comfortable, press you really hard, and then they've got those quick outlets on the wings.
The MSOE faithful not liking that call from the center official here on that one. Head coach Rob Harrington not really enjoying it either.
Rob jumped out of his seat.
He sure did. Morrison now, big boot down, and boy, those Raiders, the Raiders can get up and get those headers, and they just looking out here at the pitch too, they are a good 3 to 4 inches taller than a lot of the Hope players. I was watching them come in before the game started, and there are some big guys on that field, right?
Absolutely.
1 minute remaining in the first set.
I would not expect Hope to succeed a ton.
Well, I'm not entirely sure what that call was right there, but
what was that?
They may have gotten Lohman for a high kick, but nobody was near him, so I'm not entirely sure exactly what it was. Because he definitely jumped up to get that ball, and he raised his leg pretty high in the air. But not a single red jersey in sight, so I'm not entirely sure what that call was. Ball headed out by Lohman here. We've got another throw in for the Raiders as we tick down to 20 seconds left. Hope down 1-0. The goal by Nico Pika in that first half. Early on in the first half with about 6 minutes gone. Incredible effort by both teams so far. We're going to look at some numbers at halftime here, kind of see what the story of the game tells us. As Jack Lohman goes up for the header, really physical play. Great effort from both teams so far. It is a 1-0 game right now, and we are looking at MSOE coming off the field, Hope coming off the field, getting some rest, looking at tactics, going to talk it over at halftime. We'll be back with some numbers, some details, some data points, and then we will see you in about 15 minutes. You are watching Hope Men's Soccer on the Anchor Network.
Surprises including candy and more. Proceeds benefit the Hand to Hand program, a local nonprofit that provides weekend food support to students.
Gentex is a tech company supplying electro-optical products to the global automotive, aerospace, and fire protection industries. With focused competencies in design, vision, displays, software, and more, we're always looking for engineering talent. For our direct hire hourly production positions, we run open interviews Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 at our 58 East Riley facility in Zeeland. And our facilities, benefits, and culture are everything you'd expect from a world-class employer. Now's the time to join Team Gentex.
National champions for Sports, like healthcare, requires commitment, teamwork, and excellence. That's why Hope College selected Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics to provide athletic training and physical therapy for all Hope College athletes. Get the care you deserve. Trust the team that exceeds expectations. The Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics Sports Medicine Collaborative.
Holland BPW is proud to support Hope Athletics and commitment to energy efficiency. It's easy for Holland BPW electric customers to get started with Home Energy 101 at hollandenergyfund.com. With Home Energy 101, learn the best ways to maximize efficiency and save on your utility bills. You also get a kit of energy-saving supplies valued at up to $300. Get started at hollandenergyfund.com today.
Are you thinking about buying, selling, or refinancing? Your title agency matters, and you have a choice. Lighthouse Title started in Holland, Michigan more than 20 years ago and has grown to over 45 locations. We are proud to be local in these communities. Visit Lighthouse Title for more information and use our online widget Louis the Lightkeeper to chat with someone today about how we can help you close on your new home.
Yeah, my name is Travis Williams. I'm the CEO of the ODC Network. I graduated from Hope in 1998. I studied biology, and then I also played football. In order to be successful, people really need more than just the academic experience, but they need people to come alongside them and help them coach them, mentor them. I find that Hope College has just been one of the best examples of being able to do that anywhere.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope stories of transformational impact.
Hope students are challenged to dig deeper. They're challenged to find their calling and shape their future. They're taught to empower their talents, chase their dreams, and encouraged to make a difference. The Hope student body is ready to change the world. Our students act as beacons of hope for their community. They lead with courage, conviction, patience, and strength. They're ready to change the world.
It's no secret. The best way to learn about Hope College is to spend time on our campus. The Hope admissions team invites you to a personalized visit experience you won't forget. Located in downtown Holland, Michigan, our historic campus is close to shopping and dining and just 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. We invite you to check out our campus tour options or sign up for an online tour with the Hope admissions office. There's never been a better time to see Hope College. Visit us at hope.edu/admissions.
My name is Megan Bigelow, and during my time there, I was on the Hope women's soccer team. I decided to choose Hope because of the opportunity to be involved in multiple things. I didn't want to go somewhere where I was just a number in the field. I was able to double major, experience both a business academic load as well as economics. I loved the opportunity to really get to know my professors. Hope exceeded my expectations.
I'm Nate Bauman. As an invested community partner, we're proud to help share Hope's stories of transformational impact.
Believe you'll see it all comes together. my dream. I bleed, I'll give the better part of me. Be free, break free, release, destroy the enemy. Just breathe. Fight for the power. Stand your ground, don't let it go. Fight for the power. Can't be scared when you're in the dark. You should never let the fear make you run away. Fire still burning for another day. Fight for the power.
Oh, he's got another one! He's got another one! Oh, wow! As that ball bounces across the middle, he is onside.
Strong last 4 minutes of the first half. Pause.
Hey, when we get the ball back, punish them.
Traffic with the and one. Going right, passing left. There's a touchdown pass to Strickland.
Raise your flag or even the score. Take your shot, ready for more. Surrender, there is no other choice. Set my soul free now. Light it up on fire. Bet on me, I got you. Pick a number.
Castle with a block downfield, breaks the tackle, stiff arm. Turns that charm off. 1 second.
There are over 5,000 colleges and universities in the United States alone. And nearly every single one of them is named after a location or a historical figure. But along the shores of Lake Michigan, there is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope. It is so easy to get lost in what this world lacks, to become discouraged by its needs, gaps, and flaws. Can we see beyond the uncertainty and brokenness? At Hope College, we do. Not by ignoring the world as it is, but by learning and living with the belief that this is not the world as it should be, by driving to understand, to unlock clarity, to amplify truth, by leading with inspired compassion, by embodying a vision that illuminates greater opportunity.
Sports, like healthcare, requires commitment, teamwork, and excellence. That's why Hope College selected Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics to provide athletic training and physical therapy for all Hope College athletes. Get the care you deserve. Trust the team that exceeds expectations. The Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics Sports Medicine Collaborative.
I was made for this. Yeah. I was made for this. I was made for this. I was made for this. Yeah.
It's no secret. The best way to learn about Hope College is to spend time on our campus. The Hope admissions team invites you to a personalized visit experience you won't forget. Located in downtown Holland, Michigan, our historic campus is close to shopping and dining and just 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. We invite you to check out our campus tour options or sign up for an online tour with the Hope admissions office. There's never been a better time to see Hope College. Visit us at hope.edu/admissions.
My name's Emma Duttmers, and I'm a communications major, and then I'm minoring in environmental studies. I play soccer. The first soccer game of my junior year, I tore my ACL. Our athletic trainer, Annie, was there for me right when it happened, and she was there for me literally every step of the way. That was definitely a huge growing opportunity for me, and it was really hard, but it really pushed me to be a leader with more of my voice because I couldn't lead by example on the field. It definitely made me take a step back and realize how much there is to be grateful for.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to share hope stories of transformational impact.
Sweet. Okay. We are live back at Van Andel Soccer Stadium here on the campus of Hope College. You're good. The MSOE Raiders, Milwaukee School of Engineering, leading the Flying Dutchman 1-0. My name is Paul Willard. I'm alongside Mr. Michael Donato. Michael, talk a little bit about what we saw in the first half here. We talked about what the possession might look like.
Yep.
Said it was going to be pretty darn close to 50-50. And it was actually 58-42.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
In favor of Hope. So, you know, what do you think that the Dutchmen can do to get back in this game? The Raiders are so quick. They are so fast. They're doing a tremendous job playing box to box really, really well. They pack it in on defense. They press really high.
Yeah.
So what's going to be the secret sauce for Hope College here in the second half as they look to crawl out of this 1-0 deficit?
They've got to find some way to beat Milwaukee's organized defense, and it's looking tough so far. They got to be quick. They got to take their chances as well if they get them, because so far there haven't been a ton. But it's going to be tough. You know, I watched Pika's goal in this match again, and it really was a carbon copy of last night.
Sure.
Caught the ball on the out wide on the touchline, was able to twist his man by going inside and then beating him on the outside.
Yeah.
And then just a beautiful finish into the far post.
Yep.
So they're going to have to keep an eye out for that, and they really have to find, I think, a better connection between their midfield and their attackers, because it wasn't a lot of cohesion there.
Yeah.
And part of that is just the really good defense in Milwaukee. And the other part is Hope has to be a little more creative and find other ways to really keep the ball and find some incisive passes.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. You know, one of the things that was not opening up for them was passing lanes inside of the 18 because, like we talked about, Milwaukee has done a tremendous job here. We have a player down on the pitch on the far side calling for training staff to head over there.
That might be Pika.
Yeah, it was Pika down on the pitch calling. It looked like he was calling for somebody to come over. I saw him raise his hand and motion for the athletic trainer to come over, so I'm not entirely sure if our athletic training staff, Ashley Ort, is going to check and see what's going on. It maybe pulled muscle.
Could be.
You know, not sure about that. You know, anything that could. Yeah, he's grabbing his hamstring there. You know, could be anything like that. Maybe just needs to stretch. Maybe needs a little bit of Tiger Balm.
Yeah.
You know, who knows, right? Like Tiger
That's
Balm
true.
is the cure for all, I say.
Absolutely.
Especially at my age. So, you know, here we are. It's going to be a little different of a game with Pika out of the contest for a little bit here.
And he's going into the locker room for the moment.
Yeah, he seems to be kind of shaking his head, no, that like he's fine, that he feels okay, but he's definitely going to go get checked out, and Ashley Ort's going to kind of see what may have gone wrong and try to help him out.
You know, you never want a player injured. You always want to beat the team that's at their best. But,
You're exactly right.
Pika not being there could make it a little bit simpler for Hope.
Sandy's having his way through there. Walters trying to push through, looks for a slide, doesn't get it, and yeah, the referee's going to call that. Seth was going for the ball like that. He didn't take the man down. He didn't even touch him, but so, you know, not entirely sure if I love that call. But so far, a very clean game. Again, like we talked about in the first half, no bookings. You know, when we look at the corners here, fairly equal. 5 corners for the Raiders and 4 for the Flying Dutchman. So all things being equal, and again, that high press means Cooper Hutt has to get that ball over the midline really, really quickly. Weigel with the touch now. So quick on the ball, so deft with the ball under his feet.
Oh, wow.
And Weigel tries to go through and just unable to get around it and put anything on net. But what a great individual play by Josh Weigel. Played club soccer with Nico Pika, both out of Naperville in Illinois. They both played on a club team together, so I was told. And so, you know, they know each other's game really well.
Yeah.
They're both juniors, so they probably came up at the same time.
Yeah.
Came up through youth soccer. Cross in now, punched out. Davidson looking for that left-footed shot. Doesn't get it. Weigel with the turn and that swarm of red jerseys. My goodness, there was 3 of them right on top of Weigel as soon as he could turn the ball around. So, again, that box-to-box play of what the Raiders have been able to do here against the Flying Dutchman. Yeah, that's number 13. That's Danny Aranda off sides by a good 3 to 4 yards.
Yeah.
You know, the MSOE faithful here not really liking that. You hear a collective groan, but
he was
from this position, there's no way that he wasn't offside. So, deft touch from Weigel. Davidson now. You know, I really want to see Davidson started to move back to a center defensive mid position kind of midway through that first half. And I think that was just part of the scheme that he was going with the flow of the game, and that's kind of how things worked. But I want to see Davidson and Weigel move the ball in the middle some more. Hope is very successful when those two combine and connect. And so I'm really anxious to see what Weigel and Davidson are going to be able to do once they come in and start working together a little bit more.
Connection in midfield could go a long way for helping Hope get back in this game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
They just need one.
Big boot from Asher Harris. Sends the ball seemingly 60 yards down the pitch. Grant with the ball now, works it back to Sandy. Sandy's back to Cooper Hutt. Happy to settle it down now are the Flying Dutch, looking for space. Hutt with the big launch down the field for Mindling. Mindling gets a head on it, and now Walters and Korstange running with a full head of steam, and Riker's going to let that one go out of bounds for a corner kick here for the Flying Dutchman, and we'll see what they can do with Sandys coming in to take the corner kick.
Hope has had a few good progressions with flick-ons from their striker.
Yes.
That's definitely one way to beat a press.
Yeah. Well, and especially with Jackson with that big body, like I said, he's 6'3", 6'4". He can get up, head the ball on, so all he needs is Seth or Riker to streak in behind him. Oh, Jack Lohman getting a head on that one, getting up for it. Just unable to get down over the top of it to send it on frame. Asher Harris sends the ball really long. Again, both of these keepers have remarkably big foots. Mindling running onto the ball. That's going to go out of bounds. Going to be a throw in now on the far touchline for the Raiders of MSOE.
What a touch. Hope is able to turn it over. Oh, bit of a miss hit there.
Yeah, Weigel loses possession. Davidson giving a high press here now. What a great oh. Yeah, I'm not sure about that call either. Just a great hustle play by Matt Davidson. Physical. Wins. I thought he won the ball pretty cleanly, but it just so happened the defender fell on top of the ball.
The defender was looking for that foul to bail him out a little bit there.
Here comes Seth Walters with a full head of steam, and that ball's going to be cleared out to Grant Hassenrick. Leaves it for Sandys. Sandys bodying people off of the ball. Just gets dispossessed there. Again, the Raiders collapsing on defense so extremely well. Sandys trying the back heel and just nothing doing. Man, the Raiders just fill the space so well on defense.
Yeah, they've had a really strong back four, and they've got a few guys who are just kind of sitting right in front of them, protecting them, and it's really making it tough for Hope.
Yeah.
But again, that's a luxury they can work with because they're so organized and they have a one-goal lead.
Jack Lohman here with the ball on the far near touch, down in the corner. Big toss from Lohman, sends it in, headed around, ball ping-ponging around the 18. One back by the Raiders, and Evan Sandys giving chase, now pushing the ball out to Hassenrick on the far touch. Grant looking to beat people with speed, 1v1. Slide from MSOE. Wow. That is a dangerous spot. It could have been a handball.
Yeah. It would have been harsh, but it could have been. I've seen worse.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Anytime you go down to the ground like that and that ball pops up, there's a risk of taking, having it careen off of your body and onto your hand or something. But fortunately for MSOE, that did not happen here. Now the ball on the edge of the 18. Raiders looking to cross it in, and that ball is well beyond the frame of the goal. Cooper Hutt happy to see that one go a couple of yards behind him as Hope looks to reset here. 10 minutes gone in this second half, and we are still 1-0 thanks to the early goal about 6 minutes in from Nico Pika, the lone goal scorer of the evening for the MSOE Raiders. Ben Smitley pushing the ball up top for Walters. Walters unable to get ahead on it. And that ball's going to sail out of bounds here. That's going to be a quick throw in for Riker Korstanj as he looks to set quickly for Seth. Walters with the ball on the...
Wow.
Wow. You know, I mean, credit to number 5. That's Michael Rohrman. Credit to number 5 for staying on the ground and just letting Seth get back up, because that could have been a really dangerous play. And if Hope gets a free kick right in that spot, because there definitely could have been a foul there, and you saw Michael Rohrman kind of pull back a little bit. Ball hits the top of the net there. Great header from Seth, but really great work so far from the Flying Dutchman. I think if they keep possessing the ball through the middle and trying to find some of those lanes, they will sneak in behind the defense a little bit. We've seen it from Seth, but the other challenge too is that MSOE is very, very talented and very speedy at the defensive end of things.
They got big defenders. They're fast. They're strong. They're organized. They're a tough squad.
Yeah, they are definitely. I can definitely see why they beat Calvin 5-1 last night. It seems that, you know, a couple of fortuitous things that happened as a result of Weigel taking one literally on the shin and just pouncing right back up. Man, that's going to smart for sure. But you can see why MSOE took Calvin the way that they did. They just out-hustle and they out-muscle you. And that is a dangerous combination, especially if you have skill to back it up.
Yeah. And they've shown they're very capable of defending a lead and taking advantage of any opportunities that pop up from being such a good defense. Foul is earned for the Raiders.
Yeah. On the far side there, that's going to be Adrian Manchado taking the free kick here. Still have not seen Nico Pica come back in the game yet from that seemingly hamstring injury. I don't want to say it was a hamstring injury because you never know. But seemingly from some sort of injury where he went down pretty early on. Ball sent in now. Cooper Hutt skying for it. Great read on that ball from Hutt. He saw that one all the way, pushing it down to Walters, headed out by the Raiders. Korstanj giving chase now. Walters unable to push it through, and we have a throw in for the Flying Dutchman here on this near touchline in the corner down at this end of the pitch. Looks like we've got Jack Lohman coming in to take the throw here. You know, and this is basically like a free set piece for Hope, right? I mean, this close to the 18 and inside of the box, if Lohman can loft it and get it in there, and he does, back heel there from Korstanj.
It's really tough. The Raiders had 9 players back in the box and one just at the edge of the 18 box.
Yeah.
So that's a really crowded penalty area.
Hope doing a really good job of keeping the press extremely high. Cooper Hutt has really only faced one challenge so far in this second half. That one that just skied that he was able to, Matt Davidson with a beautiful turn. But that one that he just skied up to go get, that was pretty much the only challenge that he faced so far. Thus far, Hope has kept possession down in this end against the Raiders pretty well. Walters with the ball now, looking to slot it in across. Easily cleared out by the Raiders, but Seth with a shot, left-footed. Just goes wide of that near post, but you can hear it here from the crowd. They're starting to get behind the Flying Dutchman a little bit as Hope picks up the pace. They're starting to grow in confidence. They're starting to feel it, and you can really tell the way that they're slotting those balls through that Coach Blahnik at halftime definitely schemed for this and have a plan for how they're going to attack the relentless defense that MSOE is offering up.
Yeah, they're able to take a couple guys on with the dribble, and that can make some real space for people if they're able to beat a couple, just even beat one guy sometimes.
Long ball sent in. Nothing doing for the Raiders. Cooper Hutt pushes it to Morrison. Morrison to Davidson now. Davidson out to Smitley. Morrison's got to get rid of it here. Sends the ball over the top to Mindling. A collision there. Walters maintains possession here for Hope now. And now Weigel out to Hassenrick. Hassenrick looking to take the defender one-on-one. But again, that collapse is so quick. Korstanj just can't get around it. What a great ball from Grant, and Riker just can't swing his hips enough to get around it. But you saw that, though. That's so interesting to me. Hassenrick with the ball on that far outside edge, and then he's taking a defender one-on-one, and then all of a sudden, 2 more red jerseys immediately collapse, and he has to get rid of it. But it somehow still really didn't open up enough space.
No.
You know, and MSOE, they have put Hope through the paces tonight in terms of fitness and in terms of playing box to box. And you got to think that the way Hope is playing right now, though, trying to gain a little bit of momentum. Great slide by Riker. Oh, errant hit from Morrison there. Looking for Sondies. Great read by Smitley. Davidson settles down now. Works the ball back to Evan. Now back to Cooper to reset the offense for Hope College.
Milwaukee's having a little bit harder time possessing the ball in the past 5 or 6 minutes, I would say. They've been able to pass through a lot of Hope's press before, but not as much in the recent moments.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. I think that's a huge credit to the way that Hope has been playing in terms of keeping their offensive press very high, not allowing MSOE to drop in those guys, and they're actually, because of that high press, MSOE is forced to play a really long ball, which Hope can then easily recover from.
Exactly.
And it's not as, you know, first half for MSOE was a lot of building up from the back, controlling through the middle, you know, and it's a different game when, you know, Nico Pika's not on the pitch for them. They're number 10. Because he kind of changes the way that they play their offense and the way they scheme their offense. So we'll see if anything changes, if he's able to get back in the contest here. We have a throw-in now on the far side for Hope. Won by Jack Lohman. Weigel unable to win possession here, and that ball's going to hit the center official. So we are going to get a drop ball in this scenario here. 3 players checking in on the sideline here. We got 2 coming in for Hope. It's going to be Jack Riebel and Rory Cobb.
2 freshmen.
2 freshmen. And then again for the Raiders, we have number 8, Owen Gendrich, the senior out of Wauwatosa, Wisconsin.
I think you got that one, too.
I think I got that one. Not so much on that other one down there where Asher Harris is from, but...
You'll have to ask him after the game.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to Google how it was pronounced. Raiders with the ball now. Weigel giving chase. That's going to be a throw-in for the Flying Dutchman on the far touch.
Substitutions. Entering the lineup for the Raiders, number 8, Owen Gendrich. Also number 37, Braden Smith. For the Flying Dutchman, number 26, Rory Cobb. Also number 28, Jack Riebel.
Foul 1 for Hope College there.
So we've got a free kick here now. Evan Morrison, I mean, from this distance, Evan Morrison can put that ball at the PK spot. So he's got an absolute boot on him. We'll see how this set piece goes for Hope. Ball headed out, won by the Raiders. Oh, unlucky from Matt Davidson there. Hope still able to recover. Raiders working the ball up now. on this near touchline here. Cross in, dangerous cross, headed away, and that's going to skate off of the far touchline there for a MSOE Raider throw-in. You know, but that's just how quick MSOE can move on the ball, right? They possess really well, and they counter really well because they're so fast.
Yep.
So, you know, Hope did a really good job. Matt Davidson had a little bit errant of a touch, or he missed a touch, and it went right to the attacker from MSOE. But Hope recovered well. And now Weigel with the ball. Oh, what a beautiful move by Weigel on that far touch. Korstange just. And we've got a yellow card, first booking coming out here for Riker as a dangerous slide in. Both players seem to slide for that ball, actually. Yeah. The man down on the pitch right now, I can't tell who that is, but he definitely took the brunt of it. Calling for a trainer, that's number 6, Austin Killen, senior out of Huntley, Illinois, down on the pitch. He definitely took the worst of that collision between him and Riker as both players were going for the ball. And, you know, that's the first booking of the game, and this game has been remarkably physical so far. Lots of jersey pulls, lots of forearm extensions, lots of physicality. You know, and you joked earlier that if it doesn't bleed, it's not a foul. But, you know, I think that the ref has called a very fair game. The center official has done a really good job of calling a very fair game here. And, you know, you don't want to see anything get overly contentious or dirty, but physical play is totally fine now and then. But, you know, we also have, you know, some of these guys have been getting beat up pretty good.
Yeah. It's been a hard-fought contest, no doubt about it. Both teams are working really hard and putting in a ton of effort. It's great to see.
Looks like we're going to have freshman Luke Laird checking in for the Flying Dutchman here pretty soon. Local product out of Holland, played at West Ottawa. Looks like he's going to go in for Evan Sondes.
Killen is still pretty unhappy with that challenge on him.
He's definitely not thrilled about that. But and now we've got Rob Harrington talking to the center official about something, probably about the call, maybe about the foul. Felt like maybe it was just a little bit out of sorts, but. I just heard the center official say, okay, I'm not going to be yelled at by you, which sometimes is how I talk to my child. So not saying that the center official was treating Rob Harrington that way, but, you know, Rob was definitely giving him the business for sure.
Absolutely. Trying to protect his players.
Yeah,
of course,
absolutely.
You know,
of course,
and,
I get it.
Spirited game. It's been good.
Ticking down to 24 minutes left in the contest here. Still 1-0. The Raiders of MSOE going up very early in the contest against the Flying Dutchman of Hope. The lone goal so far coming from Nico Pica on a beautiful strike where he put it pretty much in the only spot where Cooper Hutt couldn't get it.
Uh-oh.
Now down the sideline here, crossing in, dangerous ball. Smitley.
Great clearance.
With a beautiful left-footed clearance out of there. Great hustle play from Ben Smitley to come back in, close off that angle. And just like that, the Raiders are on the counterattack.
Yeah.
And in a dangerous spot here as they set up for another corner kick.
They really are lightning fast at transitioning into a counterattack.
Yeah.
Turning the ball over from their organized defense, and then they strike really quickly. I still think Hope needs a little bit more possession in the midfield. I'm still seeing them kind of have 3-4 guys across the back line for MSOE, and I think they need to drop a couple people.
Long ball sent in, dangerous here. Rob Harrington, head coach for MSOE, is less than thrilled right now, getting up out of his chair. So you know that he's serious.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he has much of a case to make on that one. You know, Cooper Hutt had that ball scouted and read really well, and I know that bodies collide when you're in the box like that, especially on a corner kick, but it seemed like all was fair in love and physicality on that one. Walters with the ball now on the near touch. Oh, great tackle. A lot of hand fighting on the side here. And we've got a corner kick for the Flying Dutchman. As it looks like Matt Davidson's going to take this one, or maybe Sandi's now checking into the game back in, along with Jackson Mindling. We might have Evan Sandi's take that corner kick, as he has pretty much all game, but Davidson is staying down in that corner. We've got Korstange and Seth Walters coming out, I would imagine, to give them about a 10-minute rest, maybe 7-minute rest, depending on what Coach Blahnik wants to do here. But they definitely deserve some time and an ice bath after the game. Ball sent right into the middle of the 18 there. Davidson with the ball now. Evan Morrison back to Davidson on this near touch. Davidson trying to send it long to somebody, now running on to it. Oh, what a back heel. Jackson with the shot on goal.
Oh.
Whoa.
Well smothered by Asher Harris.
Yeah. Great spell of play there. And that was Luke Laird with that back heel on the touch, or on the end line.
Wow.
To push it back into play. And then to see Jack Riebel play it to Jackson Mindling for the shot on goal, but Asher Harris read that one all the way. Jackson struck that ball pretty well, though.
Yeah.
Just didn't have any lift on it. So, hard to do that. Oh, just intercepted right there. Weigel with the beautiful looking pass as Riebel gives chase, and now Smitley here playing it back to Hutt. Cooper with the long bomb, sending it up now. Rory Cobb trying to win it. Jackson Mindling now trying to win the ball. Oh. And Mindling with a shoulder check. You know, we joke about that he's the size of a linebacker. I never thought that he would actually commit a full tackle out on the pitch.
It was smart defending. He paid for it.
He sure did.
It was smart defending.
I would not want to get run over by Jackson Mindling. That is for sure. Well, one header there. Rory Cobb with the ball. Oh, what a great move by Rory. Leaves it for Jackson Mindling, who takes a shot. Oh. Nothing Asher Harris says for you, Jackson Mindling.
Mindling's got to go far post there. That was a handball that was missed by the referee.
Yeah, it was. Errant handball popping up against Smitley. You know, obviously in clear view of the MSOE bench. I mean, they popped up, you know, ready to fight somebody, I think. But
I think we're driving Rob's heart pressure up.
Yeah, probably.
Blood pressure, excuse me. Oh,
that's a forearm extension for sure. Number 17, Latchin Ladd, the freshman out of Naperville. Doesn't like that call, but hard to argue with that when you can see your full forearm extend right into the back of the other player. So
clear push, move on.
Dangerous ball across from Smitley here. Morrison now tries to send it long up top to Rory Cobb. Oh, I thought Cobb was going to get that one for sure.
Uh-oh.
Cooper with the smart play there. I thought that he would have been, I thought he was offsides. It's hard to tell.
It could have been offsides. Smart play, not to take any chances.
Right.
Play until the whistle. Go ahead and make the smart move and clear that ball. Great job being alert to the danger from Hope's keeper.
Good toss in here for the Raiders. Hope working the ball through Davidson in the middle. No foul there, surprisingly. Davidson got hammered after he laid that ball off.
Did play advantage, I think.
Yeah. Oh, Rory keeping the ball in here on the far touch. Again there.
Wow, bodies.
Oh, clean slide tackle there for sure, but bodies, as Drowning Pool says.
It's getting a little scrappy.
Let him hit the floor. Oh, fair tackle from Morrison here.
Oh,
that's a little bit of a
yellow
dirty play
card.
there. Yep, dragging him down, and that is that's what the people in the professional wrestling field call a receipt.
A receipt.
You know, not exactly the the greatest sportsmanship play there.
Yeah. No.
Do it in full view of the referee, but definitely a frustration foul.
Yes.
For number 5. That's another booking here. Michael Rohrman really just extending the arm and dragging Seth Walter, or I'm not sure who it was, dragging down to the ground there, but in clear view of the center official, and that is for sure a foul all day long.
Yeah, things are getting a little bit scrappier here towards the end of the
Yes,
match.
they
People
are.
getting a little bit tired, and it's getting a little feisty.
That's right. 16 minutes left in the game here. Ball's playing up in the air now here. Smitley with the ball out to Morrison. Morrison's going to work that back to Smitley now. Finding Sondies. Now Matt Davidson. Looking to work the ball around, and Weigel is playing a extremely high midfield position there. Jack Loman clearing it back to Cooper. Cooper to Smitley now. Smitley with the long bomb up, looking for Mindling. And they're going to get Mindling for a foul on that one. Not entirely sure. It's just so hard to tell. Jackson's in position, undercuts the guy a little bit.
Yeah.
Definitely a foul, but that's just such a tough play, especially when you're the size that Jackson Mindling is.
That's right.
It's really tough to get to not get under people, especially if a smaller player jumps in the air. Evan Morrison with the header here. We got a stoppage of time here. Referee not really liking what Braden Smith did there by not handing the ball over right away. Mindling with the header. One back by MSOE here in the middle. Jack Loman tries to find Sondies.
Uh-oh. Oh, good tackle.
Yeah. Great header on there for Weigel. Unfortunately, Josh is not able to get there and do anything with it. Ball's going to be sent super long here. Cooper Hutt's happy to take this one, reset the offense a little bit as Hope looks to push. They're down 1-0 here thanks to a goal by Nico Pika from MSOE. Another forearm extension in the back by number 5. They've got to be pretty careful about that, especially because number 5 already has one booking. Evan lays it for Matt Davidson, who takes a shot, blocked. Davidson again, far post. Oh, Matt Davidson. He wants that one, you can tell. He's really ready to go right now. And, I think Matt Davidson's going to keep putting some high press on. That was a great effort from him individually to try to put that shot towards that far post. And Hope is starting to feel the intensity.
Yep.
And the temperature outside is cool for being August, but man, it is heating up down on that field, I'll tell you what.
Whoa. There's a flying kick there from a Raider.
You even heard kind of a collective groan from the crowd. It looks like Evan Sandy's got pushed into number 37, Braden Smith there, and that's what he's arguing with the center official on. Number 5, Michael Rohrman looking to send this ball in with a left-footed kick. Great little in-swinger. Weigel giving chase now down that far touchline. Finds Sandys. Evan keeps the ball and just
quick throw.
Very quick throw. Mindling on his horse here on the far side. That's going to be a corner kick for the Flying Dutchman. You can start to feel the momentum here for Hope. They are just moments away from finding that one through ball that will help them notch this up at 1-1. They've had a couple of them, and they had a couple great shots on goal, some that have been well covered by Asher Harris, others that just skated past the post. But you can start to feel the momentum shift in the building or in the field here.
Yeah, it's tilting a little bit towards Hope's benefit.
Oh, Davidson. Yeah, you can tell that Matt Davidson wants a goal tonight. He's really getting on top of the ball, and now he's going to be subbed out after playing almost a full 90 minutes, playing 80 minutes in the game was Matt Davidson. Just a phenomenal effort from Davidson and Weigel here. Little interesting combination now. We'll see what happens, especially with the two midfielders, Weigel and Matt Davidson, coming out of the game like this. But we've got Seth and Riker Korstange going back into the game. Mindling's going to stay up top. We'll kind of see what kind of develops with Jackson, with Riker and Seth kind of playing in that middle spot.
Oh, that one's in the creek.
It's almost like the crowd has, that DVD screensaver that used to bounce into the corner?
Yeah.
The crowd has an insane, incredulous reaction when the ball goes over the fence and into the creek back there. It's pretty incredible to hear. Ball sent in. Oh, what a great find from Sandys.
That was a really smart play from Hope. I did not want them to launch it in the box from there.
Yep.
Get a little bit closer. Milwaukee's proven they're very adept at handling long balls like that. So get a little bit closer. Try to change the angle a little bit.
Oh, errant pass there from, what a great tackle.
Oh,
clean.
That was not that bad.
That looked clean to me from up here. Hard to tell. And a booking, no less. I am shocked by that.
One.
I am actually. We don't tend to. We don't get paid enough to disagree with the officials here, but I will say that did. Number one, it did not look like a foul, and number two, it did not look like a booking.
I think the Raider player was able to influence the ref a little bit there with not quite theatrics, but it was he kind of flew a little bit there.
Sure.
Embellishment, let's call it.
But, we talked very early on in the first half about how the center official is letting them play.
Yeah.
And within the past 12 minutes, there have been more whistles than there were for the entirety of the first half.
Right.
It's really interesting to see how this game is kind of shaping up and the way that things are getting a little bit chippy.
Oh.
Empty net, keeper comes out, a little bit of a misread there by the defense from MSOE, and just a great clearance.
Wow.
And now the Raiders are on the break here. Jackson Mindling coming back. Oh, what a tackle from Jackson. Coming all the way back from the forward position. Are you kidding me? And sends it just a little bit long. What a hustle play from Mindling, though.
Oh, man.
Great tackle from 37 there. Now Raiders with the ball.
They've got space.
Driving down the field towards the goal mouth. Ball sent in. Cooper Hutt easily handling that one. Cooper's going to wait for his offense to kind of settle a little bit more before he pushes the ball down the pitch, and he's just going to roll it out really quick.
Oh, miscommunication there from Hope.
Ball went back by Smitley. Korstange getting held up there. And now we've got a throw in for the Flying Dutchman. We're going to see Weigel and Davidson come back into the contest after getting a rest for
3 minutes.
3 minutes, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, you're exactly right about that.
For the Flying Dutchman, number 13, Josh Weigel, and 24, Matthew Davidson.
It's like the ref was having more discussions with the Raiders coach, maybe about the time.
Yeah, not entirely sure what's happening there, but it looks like they're getting a hold of Assistant Athletic Director Kevin Walma, who's going to call up to the booth here. Something about the time, 8:35. You're a very good lip reader, Mr. Donato. I did not pick up on that it was going to be about the time. So we've got a corner kick here for the Flying Dutchman again. We'll see what they can do to make the most of it.
Those 30 seconds could come into play.
They really could. And, they have an opportunity now to really try to set some things up in a very interesting way. Looks like we've got Rory Cobb, number 26, the true freshman, taking this corner kick here for the Flying Dutchman. Sends it really long, punched out. Shot from Weigel. And it looks like we've got a foul in the box, although I'm not entirely sure what happened. Again, massive amounts of collisions and bodies flying everywhere. Great touch from Korstange there, looking to send it on. Oh, what a fast run there. Oh, plays it off, and that looked like Seth was making that run. He got there pretty quickly, but now MSOE is going to have a little bit of gamesmanship, take their time with the throw-ins. Anytime that there's going to be a slowdown of play, they're certainly going to milk that clock for all that it's worth. Oh, what a slick move on this near touch line from the Raiders. Morrison giving chase now. Oh,
tough
lofted ball back there.
Tough ball to send to your keeper.
Yeah, Cooper Hutt had to really play that one kind of off of his knee. Was not expecting it to bounce that way. Morrison with a rare mishit.
Owen Gendrich for the Raiders has pressed his butt off and
You're
worked
absolutely
his
right.
tail. And I think that led to that tough back pass.
Ball headed back by Korstange to Cooper Hutt. Hutt with the long kick there. Mindling trying to go up for it. Korstange going up for it now. Unable to get there, and we've got another big boot down the pitch here for the Raiders.
Oh.
Jack Lohman going up for it, taking the worst of that as they went body to body. And nice sportsmanship there from number 26 I believe that's number 26, Eric Krieger. But yeah, Jack Lohman definitely went up for the header and took the brunt force. And it really, I mean, I think number 20 committing the foul, Braden Roth.
Yeah, I thought that was a foul.
Yeah, well, it sure looked like one. Referee obviously says nothing doing, which is, you know, he's been remarkably consistent throughout the game here, has the center official, and has blown the whistle quite a few times in this second half, including 3 or 4 bookings between both teams. And so, it's really kind of interesting to see how this game is going to shape out for the last 6 minutes or so. Hope is really pressing hard.
Yeah.
They are trying to find the spaces and the places in between the Raiders' defense. And the Raiders, just like they've done all game, have been so quick, so fast at collapsing into all of those spaces that it is really, really difficult for Hope to get any sort of momentum once they're inside the 18.
Absolutely. Just rhythm's been tough this half in general with all the stoppages of play, the fouls, the injuries. It's Milwaukee's done a really good job of managing the game, I would say.
Yeah. .611. So a new rule that came into play, I think 2 years ago or last year, is that when there's a team that is leading in the game and there is a foul or any sort of anything that would normally be considered a stoppage of play, the clock actually stops if there's a team in the lead, and that's done to prevent teams from kind of milking the clock.
Sure.
And letting it wind down just kind of on its own. So that was a new rule a couple of years ago, put in either by probably by the NCAA. But yeah, that's kind of the rule. So that's why we've seen so many stoppages lately, and it's only in like the last 13 or 15 minutes of the game that it happens. So
I like that.
Yeah. Definitely it gets rid of the kind of cheeky gamesmanship that tends to happen when a team is up.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is not fun to watch.
No, no. And it keeps the pace honest and keeps the game honest. So, yeah, I really kind of like that change, and it's a smart one to make. Jackson Mindling now with the ball in the middle. And you've got you got 4 Raiders collapsing on him right away. Just incredibly difficult for Jackson to get through.
Yeah, the Raiders have just been so physical, grabbing, making things difficult, making life difficult for the Hope players.
Yep. Sandy sending it in. Walters tries to get around it on a left footer. Evan pushes the ball back in now. Seth got pushed down in the box.
Wow.
No call, forearm extension.
That should have been.
Referee shakes his head saying absolutely not, my friends.
I kind of think that should have been a penalty.
Yep. But, Hope is still going to challenge really well here. They're still going to put MSOE through the ringer in the last 4 minutes. And MSOE is going to do what they've done all game, which is play box to box really well.
Yeah.
Get after it and be physical. And they've done a phenomenal job of that so far, including having really skilled ball control like what we just saw.
Yep.
Oh, what a great send down the line here. Dietz giving chase. Ball at the top of the 18 now in the box, sending it long. Ooh. Nobody home for the Raiders. And that's just kind of a symptom of them having 9 people
Yes.
at the midline right now, so they only send 2 up top. And
I saw the same thing. I saw the big cluster of red.
that's exactly right. Walters with the ball now in the middle. Dispossessed here. Great defense. Oh, and a great tackle. Ball still stays in play. Ball sent back to Asher Harris, the keeper. Morrison controlling it down to Weigel. Weigel with space. Looking to push and just unable to keep possession. There's Jackson Mindling now with the ball. Oh, gets tripped up. Whoa.
Wow.
Well, the Hope crowd doesn't like that. The MSOE crowd surely does. It looks like Jackson is kind of pulled up a little bit here. He needs to be stretched out, so we're going to have another stoppage of time for injury. Jackson definitely went down pretty hard. Not entirely sure what happened. There was a little bit of a collision. He got his calf stretched out.
Number 25 for the Raiders, Yelly, is nowhere near as big as Jackson, but he has battled all match and has really impressed me with his toughness.
Oh, big boot down the pitch here. Headed by Smitley. Whoa, 17 just jumping out of the gym for that one. Latch and Ladd. They said Jackson was doing a little bit too much hand fighting, which, for the center official to call that this late in the game, I'm not entirely sure I love that.
Nope.
That was happening all game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lots of hand fighting, jersey pulling, forearm extending, and then the cow jumped over the moon. So that ball is going to be out of bounds in favor of Hope. We're stopping the clock again here for substitution. Grant Hassenrick coming back into the game now. Yeah, they're going to give that one back. That's kind of a nice little
makeup call
for the hand fighting that they just called Jackson for.
Real ticky-tacky here.
A little bit. So we got 1:35 left in the contest here. MSOE up 1-0 on the Flying Dutchman as the Flying Dutchman look to notch this at 1-1. Sondies with the free kick here from about 45 yards out. Ball sent in. Great spin on that. Bouncing around the 18 now. Trying to put it on frame is Matt Davidson. And MSOE just clears that ball wonderfully well. Ball headed back in now. Mindling giving chase. And the Raiders have just done a phenomenal job of getting their feet on the ball. Weigel.
Oh. Ambitious.
Trying to pull a Uber David Beckham. Not even from the midline to chip the keeper. From about 80 yards away. Ball headed on. Oh, that ball was going far post.
Oh.
And Hope with just one of their best chances of the evening there. Sondies, just a little bit of a miss hit, and that's just going to be an unfortunate end to the game here for the Flying Dutchman. All credit in the world to MSOE for coming across the pond, putting it to Calvin yesterday for a 5-1 victory, and then getting a 1-0 victory here against the Flying Dutchman, and a really phenomenal effort by both teams. Just incredible game to watch, Mr. Donato. It's been a pleasure having you here. Michael, any final thoughts that you want to add?
Well done, Raiders. You guys are tough.
Yeah.
Did that with a full half without your best player, arguably, one of your most influential players. Hope's going to have to take some lessons from this.
Sure.
But I'm not sure how many defenses they're going to play this year that are going to be as good as these Milwaukee Raiders.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, we talked about it all game. Box to box, they played extremely well. They were extremely fast, extremely physical.
Yeah.
And it was just a really good game tonight between two quality teams that just did not go the way of the Flying Dutchman, unfortunately. So Hope walks away from their season opener with a 1-1 record, 1 win and 1 loss. They're going to take some time, regroup, as is MSOE. They're going to head across a lake, and walk away from their time in Michigan with 2 wins under their belt. So what a great game by both teams. You've been watching Hope Men's Soccer on the Anchor Network, and we will see you next time.